Hello and welcome. Today we're diving into a really central piece of modern geospatial analytics. It's a tool that's really designed to be the analytical heartbeat of any modern cloud-enabled GIS.
So here's our game plan. We're going to start with the big challenge that a lot of organizations are facing today. Then, we'll define what ArcGIS Notebooks is and break down its capabilities, its architecture, and of course, how it's being used in the real world. All of this is going to build up to its strategic value for any business.
All right, so what is this core challenge in modern GIS? Well, it usually boils down to one word: fragmentation. Think about it. Your analytical workflows are probably scattered all over the place. You've got one tool for data prep, another for the actual analysis, maybe a third for visualization. This creates these silos, and that just leads to a ton of inefficiency.
And that fragmentation, well, it brings up a huge question for any organization that's trying to scale up its analytics. How in the world do you bring all of those separate processes together into one system that's secure, manageable, and, just works?
The best answer, it turns out, isn't just to add another tool to the pile. It's to build this central analytical hub right inside the GIS platform you already know and trust. And why is that? Because doing it this way creates a truly integrated and secure environment from the get-go.
So what is this central hub we're talking about? It's a tool called ArcGIS Notebooks, and it's designed to be the exact solution we've been looking for, a totally integrated environment for spatial data science.
At its heart, it's a version of the open-source Jupyter Notebook that so many of us already know. But, and this is a big but, it's been specifically optimized for spatial data, and more importantly, it's deeply embedded inside the ArcGIS platform. This lets you seamlessly blend your Python code with powerful maps and really sophisticated spatial analysis all in one spot.
So how is this really different from a standard Jupyter Notebook you might run on your laptop? Well, it really comes down to three huge advantages. First, because it's native to ArcGIS, it's already connected to all your data and your security. Second, every notebook is treated as a managed item, so it automatically follows your organization's rules. And third, it comes pre-configured with all the specific Python libraries you need for geospatial work right out of the box.
Okay, so let's get into the weeds a little bit and break down its core capabilities. You can really think of its value as resting on four main pillars. Each one provides some pretty unique value to an organization.
The first pillar is what we call interactive storytelling. Because you can mix your live code right alongside narrative text and maps, you're not just showing the results, you're actually explaining the entire analytical story from beginning to end. And that is absolutely crucial for building trust and making sure your stakeholders really get the why behind your findings.
Second up is its seamless integration with the whole ArcGIS ecosystem. You can directly tap into your organization's data layers, run powerful geoprocessing tools, and even pull in amazing global data from the Living Atlas, all right from your code. This completely gets rid of the need to constantly export and import data, which, as you know, saves a ton of time and cuts down on errors. Pillar number 3 is its incredibly powerful Python environment. It comes ready to go with Esri's core libraries, like the ArcGIS API for Python and ArcPy. But it also includes hundreds of popular open-source packages for data science and machine learning, stuff like Pandas and scikit-learn. This makes the setup process so much simpler, which is usually a major headache for data science teams. And that brings us to the fourth, and you could argue, the most powerful capability of all, automation. This is where things get really transformative. You can take an analysis you built interactively and then schedule it to run automatically. You're basically moving your work from being a one-off project to becoming a repeatable operational task for your entire enterprise.
I mean, just think about what that means for a second. This capability completely changes what a notebook is. It stops being just a place for analysis and becomes a real engine for enterprise automation. It can update dashboards, manage content, run data pipelines, all with minimal human oversight. It's a game changer.
So how does all this work under the hood? Let's take a quick look at the architecture and the different ways you can deploy it, because its flexibility is a really big deal.
You've basically got three main models to fit whatever your needs are. In ArcGIS Online, it's all in the cloud, fully hosted and managed by Esri. With ArcGIS Enterprise, you host it yourself, which is perfect for secure, scalable work behind your own firewall. And then in ArcGIS Pro, it's embedded right into your desktop projects, which is great when you're working with local data.
Now, for those of you using ArcGIS Enterprise, you get another layer of choice with something called runtimes. The standard runtime is perfect for most data science and admin tasks. But the advanced runtime, that adds the power of ArcPy. Just think of ArcPy as the deep foundational engine of ArcGIS. It gives you access to the most powerful and granular geoprocessing tools there are.
Okay, so now that we've got a handle on the technology, how are organizations actually using it? Let's check out some of the key applications that are driving real business value.
We're seeing 4 main use cases pop up again and again. You've got building predictive models with spatial context, doing that critical data engineering work to ensure quality, automating all those routine GIS tasks, or simply creating transparent workflows that are easy to share. Each one of these delivers real, tangible value by making spatial analysis more powerful and way more accessible.
So how does this all add up in the end? Let's zoom out and take a look at the bigger strategic impact for an entire organization. When we put all these capabilities and applications together, what's the ultimate payoff?
You can pretty much summarize the total value with these 4 key pillars. It's not just about doing one thing well, it's about delivering these big improvements across the board in efficiency, agility, collaboration, and integration.
So let's break that down. Efficiency, that comes from all the automation we talked about. Agility, that's from combining GIS with machine learning in one spot, which gets you to insights faster. Collaboration gets a huge boost from shared, repeatable work. And this is a big one. Integration means it aligns with your existing IT security and governance, so it's enterprise-ready from day one.
When you get right down to it, ArcGIS Notebooks acts as a powerful bridge. It connects the world of Python coding, the world of GIS analysis, and the world of operational business workflows, all into one cohesive, streamlined process.
And that's exactly why we can say with confidence that it really does function as the analytical heartbeat of a modern GIS. It is that central engine that powers the analysis, drives the automation, and pumps those valuable insights throughout the entire organization.
So, we'll leave you with this question to think about. Now that you've seen how this tool connects the worlds of code, data, and operations, what new possibilities could a central analytical engine like this unlock for your organization?